The Distinguished Alumni event, it's an opportunity for alum to come back to COD. They engage with students throughout the day. And there's a welcome lunch where their family comes together. And then it culminates with an evening reception where we award all of the distinguished alums. This year there were 8, and they speak to what College of DuPage meant to them and how it affected their life and their trajectory. It's just a big celebration. The foundation was really looking for a way to engage alums of the college and to hear their stories. Just really started from an idea, and we looked at other like institutions, and some of them were acknowledging their alums and getting them engaged and bringing them back to engage with students to really show students that there's so much more beyond COD, that you're getting a great foundation here. Beyond that, there's many great successes to be had.
College of DuPage changed my life. And it changed my life because for the first time, I had teachers that cared about me. I wasn't in a lecture hall with 300 students. I wasn't a number somewhere. I was Ted Raspiller. And I remember them today, those first faculty members that I had, John McCauley in psychology and Conrad Zuberla for political science and Therese McGinnis for speech class. And I took their classes, as many of them I could take, and then others went on to inspire me, and I kept going. I talked with students this morning. I had a chance to visit a couple classes, and I said, it's persistence, right? It's persistence. That's what it takes, and that's what it is. You know, I can't think of a broader mission for public education than that of a community college.
Some of the things that I learned at COD that I still use in my teaching now are, as a faculty member, I remember first what it's like to be a student. I strive every day to treat each of my students with respect and dignity. They are important, and I let them know that I believe in them and they are capable of living their dreams. I will never forget the things I learned at College of DuPage, and in particular from Dulcie Majeski, who just passed away this last year. I owe her a lot, and the way I can pay her back is by being the best teacher I can be, in the truest sense of the word teacher. That means not only instructing students how to succeed in animation, but more important, helping to prepare them to succeed in life. College of DuPage continues to be a great learning center, a place of hope and inspiration. Some people I know have referred to COD as College of Dreams and meant that in a derogatory way, stating that COD is a place for people who have dreams and never do. I believe with all my heart that this is the place where dreams are not only made, but they come to pass.
I look out on this audience, and there are just so many people whom I can identify, whom I associate with, to whom I am grateful, that there is no way that I can name them all. Instead, it is almost like looking out on a star-filled night sky. Everyone here, whether College of DuPage faculty, nuclear family, CD family itself, colleagues, the guest of a recipient, has honored the mission of this school. And in that, we are equal and complementary to each other.
I was taking biology my sophomore year when I was editor of the paper, and in biology class you had to dissect a frog. They took one out of the freezer and they handed it to you. These weren't little frogs, these were like this big with the legs and the body is this big, so you could dissect it. So it thaws, they hand it to you, but COD did not have a refrigeration unit. So you had to put them in a bag. They gave you a special bag, and you had to take it home and put it in your mom's refrigerator, and then bring it back to class the next time to work on it and dissect it some more. So I wasn't going home, though, after class. I was going to the barn to work at the Courier. And so I would park my frog in the Courier refrigerator. Well, this was the 1970s. I like to think it's the origin of the phrase, reporters can smell a story. Because we artfully arranged that frog in the refrigerator on the pop cans around several people's lunches with the mouth open and the closed, and we ran pictures in the paper and wrote a story about the fact that biology students watch for those bags because those are frogs. Stay away from the frog bag, people. And the next quarter, we were on the quarter system, COD got refrigeration units. So that's my legacy to all biology students here.
If it wasn't for College of DuPage, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet so many magnificent industry professionals. And so I mentioned to those students, take advantage of the opportunity. Look to your left, look to your right. You will be amazed that this network that you make here at College of DuPage will be something that will possibly help you in your career for the rest of your life. College of DuPage was a life changer for me. Take advantage of it because it's there for the taking. So thank you so much, College of DuPage, for making my life what it is. And I'll continue to carry that message to everyone that I meet for the rest of my life.
I was very blessed and fortunate to have my nursing foundation here at College of DuPage. During that time of being here at this college, I had professors, just like my peers have talked about, that really looked beyond the classroom. They wanted to really identify what was your drive about, what was your passion about, and they helped really develop and match those clinical experiences to match what the passion was. Maureen Waller was very instrumental in really having conversation with me about not only oncology, but pediatric oncology. And I'll remember that first day we went into Loyola for our pediatric rotations, and lo and behold, I was able to get an assignment with pediatric oncology patients. I remember that 1-year-old I got to take care of that day that had a rare sarcoma at the age of 1. And I just felt so alive that day, and I knew that was exactly what I wanted to do.
I started at College of DuPage, and then after a couple of weeks, I just stopped going to classes. I still have those Fs on my transcript. I'm not sure if the committee looked at those back at the time. I was angry. I was insecure. I was self-centered. I had absolutely no focus whatsoever. And then the following fall, I wandered into a speech class that just happened to be on the schedule, and it was Frank Taranjo. And something happened. I mean, the energy of that person up there in the front of the room was something that I had never experienced before. We talked about the speech team, and I had never done anything like that before. And I went up there, but other students were talking to him, so I didn't say anything. And then a couple of class periods later, I went back up there, and he took me down to the speech office, and I watched some amazing performers perform, and that was it. Something happened. He worked with me, and I want to tell you, I was the worst communicator ever. The first tournament I went to, he took me to this very small tournament in Peoria. There were 8 students in the event. 8 students in the event. Now they break 6 to the final round. In this final round, there was a tie, so they broke 7. I was the 8th student. When I tell you I was bad, I mean I was bad. But this is what Frank did, and this is probably the most powerful lesson that he gave me. He had vision. He saw beyond it.
The College of DuPage Foundation is extremely proud of the Distinguished Alumni Program and the support these alums have come back to give to our students and our faculty, and we look forward to many more years of this continued tradition.